There was a time when no human would survive in the ocean, when the continental shelves belonged to something that made modern great whites look harmless. 10-foot jaws lined with teeth the size of daggers, 4 massive paddles propelling 2 tons of pure predatory muscle through Jurassic seas. This was Liopleurodon ferox. The name means smooth-sided tooth, but there was nothing smooth about what it did to its prey. This is the story of how a creature built for land became the ocean's ultimate killing machine. But this ocean tyrant began its story on land. 250 million years ago, in the aftermath of Earth's greatest extinction, the Permian catastrophe that killed 90% of all life, survivors crawled from the wreckage. Among them, small reptiles, no larger than modern lizards. They hunted insects, they basked on volcanic rocks. They were insignificant, unremarkable. Nothing suggested their descendants would become ocean sovereigns. These were the early diapsids, the 2-arched reptiles, named for skull openings that would later house powerful jaw muscles. They walked on 4 sprawling legs, bodies slung low to the ground like crocodiles. Their teeth were simple, their brains were small. Their world was a scorched planet still recovering from apocalypse. But they possessed something crucial: adaptability, the ability to change when the world demanded transformation. Evolution was about to write their greatest chapter. As epochs passed and continents drifted, the Triassic period arrived. 240 million years ago, the world transformed. Pangea began to fracture. Shallow seas flooded continental margins, creating vast marine shelves teeming with opportunity. Fish diversified. Ammonites spiraled through the water. The ocean became a buffet, waiting for predators bold enough to claim it. On the shorelines, some diapsid descendants made a choice that would change everything. They waded deeper. Instead of fleeing water, they pursued prey into it. Natural selection favored those who could hold their breath longer, swim more efficiently, see clearly underwater. Over millions of years, shoreline hunters became shallow water specialists. Their legs began to shorten, their bodies began to streamline, their nostrils migrated toward the top of their skulls, allowing them to breathe while mostly submerged. The metamorphosis had begun. Land was losing its claim on their bodies. During the Middle Triassic, 240 million years ago, when cycads dominated coastal forests and early dinosaurs were still small opportunists on land, the ocean witnessed a revolution. The nothosaurs had fully committed to marine life, but their bodies faced a problem. Legs designed for walking on land created drag in water. They were inefficient, energy-wasting. Evolution demanded a radical solution. The bones didn't disappear. Instead, they transformed. Fingers elongated dramatically. Skin webbing expanded between digits. Arm and leg bones flattened, widened, became paddles. The front limbs grew massive, powered by enormous chest muscles that would make their distant descendants nearly unstoppable. 4 flippers emerged where 4 legs once stood. This wasn't adaptation, this was metamorphosis, a creature abandoning terrestrial design for something the ocean had never seen. The pliosaurs were being born, and with them came a new blueprint for marine dominance: power, speed, and 4-flipper maneuverability that made them aerial dancers in a liquid sky. But flippers alone don't make apex predators. The pliosaur lineage needed one more transformation: a weapon system. In the late Triassic and into the Jurassic period, between 200 and 180 million years ago, the skull began its own revolution. Remember those small temporal openings in the ancestral skull? They expanded. Jaw muscles grew exponentially, filling those spaces with power. The skull elongated, transforming from a short lizard-like head into something resembling a crocodile's nightmare. Teeth stopped being simple pegs. They became conical killing tools, thick at the base, tapering to penetrating points. Some species developed teeth a foot long. The bite force increased with each generation. Calculations suggest the largest pliosaurs could bite with 33,000 newtons of force. For reference, a great white shark bites at 18,000 newtons. A saltwater crocodile manages 16,000. These creatures evolved jaws that could crush bone, pierce armor, and deliver death in a single strike. The sensory systems evolved in parallel. Nostrils developed advanced chemoreception. They could smell blood and water from a mile away. Taste buds lined the mouth, identifying prey species by chemistry alone. Eyes grew large, adapted for the dim light of deeper water. And the brain expanded, particularly regions controlling hunting behavior and spatial awareness. This wasn't just a body transformation. This was the birth of a thinking predator, one that could plan, stalk, strike with calculated precision. 160 million years ago, during the Middle Jurassic Colovian stage, Liopleurodon ferox emerged as the culmination of this evolutionary epic. 20 to 25 feet of perfectly engineered predatory muscle, not the 82 feet of documentary myth, but something even more terrifying because it was real. 10-foot jaws housing teeth the size of daggers, 4 massive paddles propelling 2 tons of Jurassic oceans with the speed and grace of a killer whale. It hunted the shallow continental shelves of what would become England and France when those lands lay submerged beneath warm tropical seas. The prey was abundant but formidable. Ichthyosaurs up to 12 feet long, dolphin-like marine reptiles with speed and agility, smaller pliosaurs, large fish, ancient sharks, even other Liopleurodon when opportunity presented. This was the apex, the emperor, the undisputed master of Jurassic waters. It hunted like modern crocodiles, using ambush tactics perfected over millions of years, hanging motionless in the water column, nearly invisible from below against the bright surface, waiting with predatory patience as prey approached. Then explosive acceleration, 4 flippers generating massive thrust, jaws opening, teeth closing on flesh and bone, death delivered in seconds. The hunt was clinical, efficient, brutal, and endlessly successful. For millions of years, nothing challenged its throne. The shallow seas belonged to Liopleurodon, and every creature that swam knew fear. But evolutionary success provides no immunity from extinction. Somewhere around 155 million years ago, during the late Jurassic Kimmeridgian stage, Liopleurodon ferox disappeared from the fossil record. The king of the Jurassic oceans left behind only teeth and bones. Scientists still debate what force could bring down such titans. Climate change may have altered ocean temperatures and currents, disrupting the prey base that sustained these massive predators. Sea levels dropped as continents continued their drift, reducing the shallow continental shelves where Liopleurodon hunted. Competition intensified. Other pliosaur species evolved, some growing even larger. Perhaps Liopleurodon was outcompeted for resources by its own cousins. Disease cannot be ruled out, or simple bad luck in evolution's endless lottery. The truth remains buried in incomplete fossils and ocean sediments now turned to stone. What we know is this: for 5 million years, Liopleurodon ruled. Then it was gone. Evolution wrote it out of the story. Yet Liopleurodon's story didn't end with its extinction. The plesiosaur blueprint lived on. Other species evolved to fill the predatory void. Pliosaurus, Kronosaurus, and Liopleurodon's most famous descendant, the aptly named Predator X, discovered in 2006 and estimated at nearly 50 feet. These later giants proved the design worked. 4 flippers, massive jaws, ambush tactics. This formula for ocean dominance persisted for another 90 million years until the asteroid impact that ended the Cretaceous period 66 million years ago finally silenced the pliosaurs forever. Today, no direct descendants swim our oceans. The pliosaur lineage went extinct without leaving evolutionary heirs. But their ecological role never disappeared. Great white sharks, orcas, and saltwater crocodiles inherited the ambush predator niche. They hunt in similar ways, using patience and explosive speed. Evolution finds what works and repeats it across species separated by millions of years. Liopleurodon's ghost haunts every ocean ambush, every sudden strike from below, every apex predator hanging motionless, waiting for prey to approach. From tiny lizard to ocean emperor, from sprawling legs to propulsive flippers, from simple teeth to conical killing weapons, the transformation took 90 million years. 90 million years of selection pressure, of climate shifts, of competition and adaptation. The journey from land to sea required abandoning everything that made reptiles successful on land. Lungs remained, demanding surface breathing, yet bodies became fully aquatic. Legs transformed into flippers, perfect for swimming, but useless on shore. The evolutionary commitment was total. There could be no return to land. Liopleurodon and its kin went all in on ocean dominance, and for 160 million years, their bet paid off. This is evolution's power made visible, the ability to transform bodies across geological time, to create predators for environments that didn't exist when their ancestors first drew breath. Every modern ocean predator carries within it the weight of evolutionary experiments that came before. Liopleurodon's story is written in their hunting strategies, their ambush tactics, their explosive speed. 90 million years of transformation, 5 million years of dominance, 160 million years since extinction. Yet the pattern persists. The ocean still demands apex predators. Evolution still finds ways to create them. This is the legacy of deep time, ancient instincts in modern flesh. The past never truly dies. It transforms.